get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right at the 8. Tight left. 3 down, 20. Showing up. Check.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Switch gears. Wide, get wide. Jim. Kill.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 54. Who that? Slam. 8. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ready. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 20. Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Let's do this.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4 down. Switch.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And the tight end Olsen lights out. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Ready. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Under 10. 10. 8. No. Off.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Hey, ready. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up. Shit. Gun. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check.
Now the Auburn alarm, Artis Payne. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch 54. I got one.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
They can't hang with us.
Jameis to throw it. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
At the 20-yard line.
What is it? What is it? Run. He's telling right here. He's telling to run. Gun. Look at him.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out the gun, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20.
To the air again, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm going to come back to you.
Newton now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Move. Hey, we got four. We got 4 down. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Bucs take over
All
first
day,
and
baby.
10
Let's go.
at their own
Let's go.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Off the play fake, Winston. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Mike. Ready. You ready. 59. Bring it. Bring it.
First down, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They don't want thirds. They
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Check, cross.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Evans has it left side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Kentrell Bryce in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm on. Great. 54.
Back to throw. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A gain there of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the 54. I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Tighten up. 8. Check 3. Great. Mike's 54. Zoom. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
From the gun. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Winston throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Ready? Move ready. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Ready. You ready. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let me go.
First down, they go with Barber again. Oh, Barber loses it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Easy, 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 easy. Mike, check, 59. 5-0.
Winston. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Getting some penetration. Easy. Check 15. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming.
From the gun, Winston. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Ready? Ready? Right there, 54 Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Hardest Payne. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To the set. Ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check right. Check right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. it's Olsen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Set, ready?
40. Alert.
49, check 49.
Gun. Gun. Begin. Hey! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mike by 4. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Whip.
20.
Check 31. Check.
This is McCaffrey. Not able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
20.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch it.
Hey!
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Ready? Flag!
Mike's 56.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We got to get to the ball. Let's get moving.
They'll throw again. Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs and taken the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready? Ready?
Hey. 4 down.
Hey!
Kill.
Hey!
Alert flag.
Ready?
On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch time. Tight end right. Everyone got
20.
Shit.
Spines.
Here's McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Last stop.
It's 3rd and 1.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey! Check. Press down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Jack! Joker. Eight. Watch the twist.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You got three down. Watch twist.
20.
Hey, check 24. Check 13. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a run with McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pick the edge. Go.
Here's Hardest Payne. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Panthers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.